Hi everyone, Dr. Scott Stoll here with my good friend, Dr. Monica Aggarwal. And Dr. Aggarwal had contributed an amazing story to our book, Disease Reversal Hope. And I just want to read this little intro from her story on page 49. Dr. Monica Aggarwal is an associate professor in medicine at the Cardiovascular Division of University of Florida. She developed an advanced form of rheumatoid arthritis after the birth of her third child. Suffering through the horrible adverse side effects of the drugs she was prescribed, Dr. Aggarwal learned firsthand the power of lifestyle medicine and the power of a whole food plant-based diet to reverse disease. So thanks for being here, Monica. I really appreciate it. And I was just hoping that maybe today you could take a minute or two and just share with everyone that's watching why you decided to share your story.
Thanks so much, Scott. It's always a pleasure to work together and be together. So, it's interesting. For years, I didn't share my story at all, because I looked at it as a sign of weakness. A physician is not supposed to have a weakness or supposed to show pain or feel or show that sort of personal side of themselves. And so for years I hid it and I was a little embarrassed by it, because how could I be a physician educating people and then also have this severe illness? But then it took me some time to sort of internal thought and reflection to really understand that my illness is actually super important to share with people, because it makes me a better physician, and it truly has made me better. For instance, when I used to give out prescriptions years before I got sick, I would say, well, you're going to be 1 in 1,000 from having the side effect. It's not going to happen to you. But once I became a patient, I had to realize that as a patient, you think, well, only 1 in 1,000, I might be that 1 in 1,000 patient. And so you start remembering that even that you start thinking that, oh, it's very uncommon that you're going to have liver failure. But then as you go to bed at night after taking that pill, you think you may be that person who has that liver failure. So I think it was important to tell the story, because I think it's important to remember that everyone gets sick, everybody gets hurt, and there are ways that we all feel humbled and weakened and saddened by our illness. And I think that when you learn about, I had to learn about that feeling as well, just like every other patient, that feeling small in a wheelchair or being told and not feeling in control of your body. But I tell this story because I was able to sort of go beyond the medications, because I was able to say, you know what, I don't like the lack of control that I have, and that there's something else I can do here. So I studied, I learned a lot about nutrition and lifestyle. And then I was able to change my life so that I was able to heal. So if it can happen for me, I want other people to know, gosh, I can make changes too, to my body, to my life, the way I live my life, and I can heal myself. Can it happen for everyone? Maybe, maybe not. But there's so many things that you can do to try. Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, that is so good. And it just reminds me of this quote you have in your book that I just love. It says, I have learned that it's not the illness that defines us, but rather how we respond to it that makes us who we are. And I think that you typify that.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for sharing your story in this book. It's so powerful. And I know that it's going to help so many people, Monica.
My pleasure. And it's a pleasure to be here.
Thanks. Have a great day, Monica. And thanks everyone for watching. If you are looking for the book, you can find it on Amazon, Disease Reversal Hope. There's lots of inspirational stories to help you and your loved ones discover the pathway to wellness that Monica discovered as well.